The Joker ends up being caught by Gordon, still alive, disguised as the SWAT driver. The Batman comic The Long Halloween also features Batman posing as a SWAT officer and Dent faking his death, both of which were reassigned to Gordon in this movie. Harvey is exonerated and freed briefly, but we see that he's not headed to safety. The cops putting him in the car are Joker-influenced detectives Shifty Eyes Ramirez and Wirtz is the worst. While the Joker sits in the prison cell, notice his reaction to the large, mentally disturbed man who gets thrown in with him.
Please step away from the bars. My insides hurt.
You can see the Joker silently registering that his plan is in place. His gang surgically implanted a cell phone bomb in this man's torso. So now the Joker knows he's ready to talk and send the police out to rescue Rachel and Harvey. Moving on to The Dark Knight's iconic interrogation scene between Batman and the Joker. Now, I mentioned before that Nolan followed the story beats of Michael Mann's Heat. And this scene is the parallel of that movie's midpoint diner scene between Pacino and De Niro, when super cop and super criminal realize they actually share a similar humanity. The Joker also points out a commonality between these two characters.
To them, you're just a freak. Like me.
The Joker goes further to underline their codependence.
I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No. No, you complete me.
Yeah, unlike the duality between Batman and Harvey Dent, where they cannot coexist, this duality between Batman and the Joker requires that they coexist. Each extreme is defined at least partly by the nature of the opposite extreme. Also, yeah, the Joker's doing an impression of Tom Cruise's romantic speech in Jerry Maguire.
You complete me.
Which could be Ledger trolling Cruise, who, according to rumors, pressured Katie Holmes, who was his wife at the time, against returning as Rachel Dawes. But that hot goss is too hot for hot goss. Nolan does an interesting trick with the camera in this scene. Now, normally in conversation scenes in movies, one character stays on the left side of the frame looking rightward, and the other stays on the right side of the frame looking leftward. By following this rule, the viewer doesn't get disoriented when the frame cuts back and forth between the angles. But Nolan slides the camera. He changes the eye line. He starts the conversation with Batman on the left, looking right. Joker begins on the right, looking leftward. But as the Joker talks, the camera